Hi, this is Bromblay, and today we will be showing this piece, which is 3170. Yeah, part number 3170. It's a Traxxas part. It's a little battery harness.
And it goes to the Nitro Fortec 3.3.
Yes, correct.
So today I'm going to be showing how to install it. Earlier,
and I didn't take for granted this is the older model. Just remind you, there's not too much of a difference. With this part, there will be no difference, but whatever.
Earlier today, I was driving this. I kind of crashed it.
He's
blew
not
up
a
all
good
the
driver.
wires. So I bought this.
Terrible.
And I'm going to show you guys how to replace it, how to put a new one in. So first thing that you have to do, if you look right here at the Nitro little Fortec gray box, actually under here is the main servo, and there's two screws, one right there and then one right there.
What's the receiver box?
Well, sorry, the receiver box.
Yeah.
And you need to undo those screws, so I'm going to do that real quick.
Warning, his car knowledge is very limited. And he has an Allen wrench, in case you didn't know. You have to remove it with an Allen wrench. Just making sure you all know that.
Yeah, and the Allen wrench comes with the...
Yeah, it's part of the little pack of junk that comes with it. The 8 million bag, the bag of parts and stuff. And yes, we did buy this used, in case you were wondering, off eBay. And yeah.
Runs just fine, it's just...
And if you're watching Bromblay's channel, or Miner Man, whatever...
106?
106, yeah. You're probably going to find a review on either one, and they're probably going to be different. But this review is probably going to be the same for both of them. Because, yeah, we're making it together. Miner Man's a little small guy making the video on the recorder. But anyway, yeah. Keep watching.
And make sure you don't
How many screws are there?
Two.
Two.
They're very big, so
okay,
it takes a while to get out. So don't worry, you're not just stripping the screws.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Okay. I think they put more than that on, but that's just me.
Okay, so once you actually get in here, there is a whole bunch of wires, as you can tell. But you have to look at it.
Smart.
And there's three little box kind of plug-ins to it. Two of them have a yellow and a red wire connected to them. The other one has two black wires, and it's the one on the very top, the one closest to the gas can. So,
right, get it up closer. No offense, but I can't really see it. Just make sure they can see it. Yeah, okay.
The one closest to the gas can.
Closest to the gas can. Okay.
So you're gonna have to undo the zip tie right here. I'm just gonna pull it off. So the one closest to the gas can, if you kind of pull that apart from the bunch, it should have a black wire and a white wire. The other side is just both black.
Whenever you want to show them a wire, get close. That's just from now on. See the black and white wire?
Black and white wire.
There.
So that's actually the one in that box, or in this. So I'm going to open this.
Open the bag.
And there are several little screws in here.
Okay. While you're taking forever to open this, should you tell the audience what you did to make it break?
So I had the antenna all the way down on the controller.
Yeah, and he has the old model, so he doesn't have the 2.4 gigahertz system, so its range is really limited. Plus, he had the thing down, so it only had like 25 feet of range.
I was at least doing 40 miles an hour, and then it ran out of range, so it just kept on going.
And
yeah, it just kind of hit
it went up this hill, pretty much straight up and down, and then it just like hauled up the hill, and then it broke.
So once you had the part out, keep all the other stuff in there, because you're gonna need it. So unplug it. Once you unplug it, it should look like that.
Get closer, we can't see it. I can tell you this once, I can tell you this multiple times. Get a side view.
That's what it should look like.
And it's really straight, yeah.
So you have to go up here get this is the very complicated part. Remember where this wire actually comes from, like how it fits through everything, and just kind of somehow figure out how to get it out. This is the one part I can't get.
Okay, we're gonna be back in a sec. See ya when we actually get the wire out, and we'll tell you how to do it. Okay, see ya.
Okay, welcome back. I just kind of took me forever.
Yeah, it took
to
like
get
an hour.
that little wire actually underneath, right next to the gas tank.
Wait, flip it over. Show it where it goes. Flip it over, and
you can't really see.
Yeah, but
you can see it.
See, there's a bunch of junk.
If you can tell right there, there's a wire. It all has to go underneath, right towards that gas tank, right next to the muffler, and then out and over.
And
really that took forever for
Yeah, it
me.
took like an hour. More than, well, actually, yeah, it did take about an hour.
So, yeah, that took me forever. But now, I actually finally got all that together.
Yippee.
And I put that little zip tie that I pulled off. I just kind of wadded everything up, put that back on. One thing that I haven't done that I'm probably not going to do, I'm probably just going to put heat tape right on the back of that muffler.
Yeah, that way it doesn't fry the wires.
So it doesn't fry all the wires, because getting this little protective cover on all the wires is physically impossible without taking the muffler off. And if you're taking the muffler off, might as well just put heat tape on it. So that's all I'm probably going to do.
I know, put
some heat tape on there, and then I'm going to put the receiver box lid on.
In case people don't know, Brock, tell them what that part does.
Oh, yeah. This receiver box, this car has nothing to do with, like, electric, like, plug-in chargeable batteries. It actually takes double A's, and this actually goes into that little switch. This is an on and off switch for the receiver box, which turns on and off all the servos. And then with this on, then you can turn, give it gas. With this off, nothing will happen. So you kind of need this. And
yeah, okay. To summarize what you said, it gives power to the receiver box and all the servos.
Yeah, because it doesn't run off of
battery like most cars. Most nitro
or the
cars.
What car do you have?
I have the
Slash.
Yeah, no Slayer.
The Slayer.
Oh,
the nitro gas powered version of the Slash, the Slayer, actually runs off of the power. The receiver box runs off of every time that you use the Easy Start. It actually gives a little battery hidden inside of it, power, that charges it, and then you can use that. So.
Not quite. The motor powers the motor whenever you're not actually running it. Like if it's just like coasting for a little bit, it'll instead of turning the wheels, it'll turn the wheels, but it won't give any power. It'll just go directly to the battery, and yeah.
So I'm actually not going to screw this on right now because it's just taking up a lot of video time. Another one of the hard things for me, it was really hard for me to take it apart. So I'm guessing it's pretty gosh darn hard. I'm trying to find a good spot for that flat. There we go. I'm guessing it's also pretty hard to put this cover back on to the receiver box switch. It actually goes on the back. And there's little slits in the side, if you can see.
Yeah, they're really tiny slits. And
that the wires actually have to go through.
It doesn't look that hard, but anyway.
So,
yeah, and I'm going to tell you guys a helpful hint. This is how the Fortec works. If you're driving it and it goes out of range, it will continue speeding. It will continue going at the same speed that left off when it was in range. So if you're gunning it and then it goes out of range, then it'll just keep gunning. It'll just keep gunning it till it hits something or till you catch up to it, which is pretty tough if you're gunning it. Or if you're just letting it coast, it'll just keep coasting. Or if you're going medium speed, it'll just keep going medium speed. So the trick is to get the new one with the 2.4 gigahertz system, and also make sure on your receiver, the actual handheld, not the receiver, the remote, make sure the antenna's all the way up, because Brock here forgot that.
Okay, but if you look right there, you can tell.
Get closer, Brock. No one can see that.
God.
You have to learn this. Go through the same stuff.
If you can see right there, where
switch.
the two wires come
Right
out,
there.
but where the two wires come out, there's two little slits, and you can't fit both at the same slit. Each one has to have its own slit.
Yeah.
And then by far the hardest part for me is this. I mean, it's not hard, it's just very confusing because it doesn't screw in anywhere. You actually, there's a little slit right there, if you can tell, right there, that actually a zip tie goes into that, and around and on this.
Yeah, so you actually have to zip tie it.
So you have to zip tie this thing in. It just fits in kind of like that.
The only problem is you need a lot of zip ties because every time it runs out, you gotta
Yeah, every
tie it.
time the batteries run out, you have to zip tie it. And they're
because-
really small zip ties.
And because the batteries are not lithium ion, they don't have that good a battery life. So, yeah, they tend to drain in like maybe 3-4 hours of usage. Don't you agree, Brock? 3 or 4 hours?
No.
How long?
They start to drain at that, but they probably run out.
Oh, yeah, run out. That's what I meant.
Run out at about, like, maybe 6-7 hours of usage.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Very
maybe, like,
different.
for
Yeah,
most
but anyway,
people,
yeah.
about, like, 15 runs.
He has no idea what he's talking about. Case closed. Okay, but anyway.
But now, this part, you actually need a Phillips, very small screwdriver. Here, wait, look at one of these screws. I don't even know if you could see how small it is.
Yeah, that's a tiny screw.
It's by far the smallest screw I've ever seen that fits on there to actually secure it. So you take out the little off and on thing. And then with that, you actually kind of have to. So remember that the on, the little red one, this one always confused me. The red part of this little metal thing actually faces the front of the car.
Remember that red front.
Because if you put it on backwards, then whenever you think it's off, it's actually just running, it's on. So don't put it on backwards. This actually goes on this way. So this is gonna be hard. Trying to fit these little screws in. Okay. Oh, no way. First try.
Yippee. Okay.
So get my itty bitty screwdriver.
And after you put that back in, what else is there left to do?
So after you really get this in, since I'm just gonna put heat tape on it, you don't actually have to do that part.
So yeah.
But for most people, they
you want to
don't.
put the little protective thing back on, then you can.
Yeah, they don't.
I think the mark should just go with the protective thing because it's actually certified.
I like heat tape.
Oh well, he's pretty dumb. Don't take it away from him. Use the protective thing.
So you just have to put these little screws in. Once they're both in, there we go. And they are both in. Make sure that none of the wires are running up against this belt.
Yeah, because that belt
That'll
controls
like literally
it'll
completely destroy your performance.
No, it'll just destroy the wires
And your performance will get really bad.
It won't. It'll just chop through the wire in less than a second, and then it'll just go dead, and then you'll be like, "What the heck happened?" And then
oh yeah, and also if you're driving when these batteries run out, it'll also still just keep on going at that speed. Because I had that happen when I hit the hill. It ran out of range. Went up on the hill. This thing got destroyed through the tire. And then when I got up there in range, since all the batteries were out and that thing was completely destroyed,
yeah,
it wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
so I had to reach in and grab this to turn it. Grab the actual off switch to turn it off. And you can tell I was going pretty fast because
yeah, he burned out his tire. And
don't
worry,
tire.
we're gonna have more parts fixed on this. So
yeah, we'll have more.
If
videos
you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead. But if you want to subscribe to Brock's, don't even think about it.
No, of course think about it. This is actually my car, not his.
Well, I'm gonna have a car too. My car's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
So yeah.
And Brock, you're uploading this video by yourself this time. How do you feel about that? He's not good at doing that.
No. So I am actually, so this pretty much just goes in there, just like that, and then you have to zip tie that in, don't forget that, because that's another reason why when I got in range, didn't work, because I actually didn't have a zip tie, I just used like a little plastic string thing. It wasn't normal string, it was like plastic string, and just tied it in. And that didn't work. So yeah.
Some of the other parts that you got, just to clarify, though, don't buy it if you...
Yeah, I also, when I crashed, I don't know if you can tell, I destroyed this whole rear shock.
Yeah, see, there's the bottom shock tower.
Bottom shock.
I bought here, yeah, it kind of
I bought these parts, which actually go on to this.
Yeah, it's the little thing that holds it to the...
But instead, you actually need...
What are they called? The
shaft?
No, that's not... This is the shaft. This is the thing that goes to
the body?
No, the body is
the wheelbase?
No. Look, what's this? This part.
I have no clue.
This is the arm. I think it's like the wheel arm. I don't know. I know it has arm in it. That's all I remember.
Yeah, but without this rear shock thing, you can actually tell whenever it's on the ground.
Yeah, it kind of sags to one side.
It sags, and the blue thing is actually touching the ground. So if you actually ever want to drive it like that...
Yeah, if the bottom one's destroyed...
The whole thing will just grind up.
It's already pretty grind up. Wait, show them how grinded up it is. No, you can't see it. The camera's down here. Thank you. Yeah, he already pretty grinded it up on the hill.
It came like pretty grinded.
It came pretty grinded, but then you like double the grinding.
A leaf from the hill.
Oh, yippee. Okay. So is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks
See
for watching.
Next video.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to Bro and Bray's channel. See you next time.